I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. And we're doing Manchester United speed running their way to relegation, which is, I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on there. That looks like the players have stopped playing for the manager, and the manager's kind of just sort of thrown in the towel, speaking a lot of nonsense, and hoping that no one pays any attention to him. But we're going to do the little breakdown here, but just some, some of that stuff to let you know. I do a live stream on Mondays. If you want to join in there in the community, jump in. We go into the Discord afterwards and have a chat. Feel free to join us there. If you go to our Patreon, you'll also see I'm starting to do full analysis of full games. It's going to be a little bit better. The last one I just did wasn't very good. It was a good solid 3 or 4 out of 10. I'm going to do it properly, like I would if I was doing for a club professionally, talking about the micro transitions and the different transitions and the different times that they're losing the ball and why they're losing the ball and how we fix all of that. A little bit different from what I do here. So we're talking here against Brentford. Let's be honest, Brentford aren't any mugs. Going away to a lot of these teams, certain teams in the Premier League anymore, going away to Brentford, it's not an easy game anyway. You've got to be at your peak of your powers. And if you're coming into this, you're probably giving the edge to Brentford by a bit of a ways. For United to get a result here is going to be difficult for them. The league table doesn't lie for a reason. Look at where United were last year. Look at where they are now. That's where their form is. You can't live in this delusion of, oh, this is where I think we should be. Well, get there. Then we can talk. Now, we watched this little ball come in here. He stops it, almost stands on it. It's kind of a foul. It's not. It's not really a foul. Just got to be stronger in that position. You're trying to score a goal. I think it's Cunha that goes over here. You've just got to be stronger. Keep the ball. Every single time you lose possession of the football, you give the other team an opportunity. I know it sounds silly, but that's just the truth. And especially when you're in a simple opportunity to run forward towards the goal, be stronger. You're a strong lad. You can win that. You can go on and try to create something, but just to lose the ball there so easily, it's just not good enough. But this is where you really spot the character of a team when you notice a player's gone down. Does anyone actually try to win the ball back? Are they quick? What's their mentality, right? Are they going to go, right, we've lost the ball. Maybe we agree or disagree with what the ref's decision is, but we've got to get the ball back. No, we just stand still and watch him play a 45-yard pass. We let him sit there, look up, look, have a touch, look up, take his time, pull the leg back and fire that without pressuring that. The reason you pressure it isn't just about winning it. It's about him making a mistake on that pass. Maybe his delivery goes off a little bit. Maybe he puts a little bit too much power into it. Maybe he just makes a mistake. And we are 8 minutes into the game and you aren't willing to pressurize that. I mean, come on. When he receives the ball, look how much space he's got. We're going to show you Harry Maguire trying to play an offside trap. It's not working. Don't know why. If you're persisting with Harry Maguire, a player that the club wanted to get rid of 3, maybe 4 seasons ago now at this point, you're in dire straits. You're in a team that's going to get relegated. You can't do that. Like, you can't have players of this old age and without certain pace around them and expect to win Premier League games away from home against their quality. Are they European champions quality? No, but their quality in the Premier League, you've got to play honest. Otherwise they will beat you. I want to show you this touch as well. Watch where he brings this down. Has a little bit of a touch, bump, and turns it away. So Maguire's got no chance of getting back and then he can pull the trigger. Now, this is a bit ways out from the goal for the goalkeeper. You're thinking, okay, maybe the goalkeeper's got a chance. No, he hasn't. This is right in the corner. This is a quality strike. There's a bit of the outside of the boot on it. It just nicks the post and goes in. Keeper's got absolutely no chance on this strike. Just gets rifled in. Boom, straight in. To me, he does go down on his knees. I don't like that. I want him to be up and strong. And maybe he can get a touch to it. But it is a quality strike. And the keeper's really not to blame there. Who really is to blame? It's Harry Maguire stepping up. Well, actually, it's not just Harry Maguire. There's no pressure on the ball here at all. And by the way, it's not just this kiddie. There's no one else close enough to pressure the ball as well. Remember, United were just attacking. The ball was just here to Cunha. Now it's over the top. Stepping up. Left back and right back. Well, left centre back and right centre back. Because of the 3 at the back, which is a fantastic system. Let's play that. Let's see how that works out for us. Has left him completely and utterly open. But let's just go on the little keeper again. Because I say he's blameless. He's not. The keeper's never completely blameless. But it's not his fault that this goal's going in. If you're relying on your goalkeeper to make sure that you're not in this situation, you're in all sorts of trouble. This is the point where I think the keeper's kind of got it a little bit wrong. Look, he goes down, thinking it's going low and it's going high. and I'd like to have him to stay on his feet there. He can't come out and close it down. There's no possible way. That's a bouncing ball. If he comes out, that bouncing ball goes straight over his head, so he can't really step and close it out at all. No situation where there's not much he can do. And if you wait, by the way, if you've got Donnarumma in goal, you're going, yeah, I want my goalkeeper to do better. If you've got Alisson in goal, you're going, yeah, my goalkeeper should save that. You don't. You have to judge some of the players by the standard of which they are, not on the standard in which you want them to be. So I want them to be at a Donnarumma level, so I expect him to make that save. Well, he's not. So what you're always going to do is go, well, the keeper's rubbish. This is bad. That's horrible. Yeah, because they're not good enough players. But if you could judge him at his standard, which is pretty pants, well, you expect that to go in because he's a pretty pants goalkeeper. You don't think he's going to save those. Like, if you think he's going to save those, you're delusional. Like, what are you talking about? He's not a great goalkeeper. If he is a good goalkeeper, we expect him to save those. It's not. Again, this devastating, multi-facet, multi-level attack from Brentford is a long ball forward over to Luke Shaw. Now, I want to show you this as well because this is awful. Let's just move over. I want to show you this. Just look at this. Like, when he's bringing the ball down, Luke Shaw's not close enough to challenge him, right? I think it's Luke Shaw, by the way. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong. Got two players over here. All the United players are running back over here out of the way. It's so simple. Knocking it down, giving it to my teammate, and we'll see what we can do. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Multifaceted. Whack it really hard, win the ball, and knock it down. Brilliant. Like, if you're not defending these simple passes into the channels, United can, as I say, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say United can get relegated with the teams that they're playing. They can. Now look at that. From that position, he's had to run around the player to come over to here because no one is trying to close the gate. That's what you'd be calling it. Shutting the door, closing the gate as the player's running into the box, making it difficult for him to get any sort of opportunity off. And what this under 9 levels defending is doing now is 1, 2 are running towards the ball, 3's running away from it, and no one has bothered to go with the striker who's received the ball and laid off in the first place. You got 3 players going to the ball. There's a guy behind you. It's like a pantomime. He's behind you. No one's noticed. Absolutely nobody. And the keeper's made his save. That's all he can do. Now, to be honest, right, this is the part that everyone's going to complain about. The keeper making his save. Why doesn't he save it after the first save he's made? Well, he's saved it. He's put it into a spot, which is a very bad spot, into the middle of the goal. He's not expecting the striker to be marked from behind, not in front of them, and he can just tap the ball in the goal. That's all he's done. He's walked up, tap the ball in the goal. Now you're going to go, oh, the keeper should have got it. Really? Should the keeper have got it, which I'm not going to disagree with, or is that an absolutely terrible finish where the striker was here, running across to here, and somehow, instead of putting it into the open goal here, managed to play it to where the only person on the floor was the goalkeeper? To me, it was a poor finish. Absolutely awful. And the keeper, it went underneath him. He's just hit him and it's so quick, he's not really reacting to it anyway. So if you're saying that's poor goalkeeping, really? It's poor defending. The keeper's the last line of defence there. He makes the first save. Second one he can't really deal with because it's too quick. And of course, only because the striker's knocked it straight at him. If the striker's actually done a proper job and put it into the corner here, everyone will be going, well, the keeper's not to blame. His defenders aren't back helping him. Well, yeah, the keeper's not to blame. You're right. Yeah, so it does matter where the striker puts the ball. Yeah, it does. And it's not, if the striker hits it any harder properly, it goes under the keeper anyway, and he's never touching it. So it does matter of what the striker does, depending on how we judge this goalkeeper here. So you can't turn around and go, oh, well, that's a rubbish goal conceded by the goalkeeper. No, it's a rubbish goal because there isn't a Man United defender anyway trying to tackle anybody at any point of anything that goes on here, from the ball being received, coming down wide, from the cross in, from the save to the tap in. There's not one single Manchester United defender trying to win the ball, stop the ball, do anything. It's just basically hung the keeper out to dry and let's blame the goalkeeper. Nope, not real. So here we are from Brentford in a very sort of similar sets of circumstances where the goalkeeper puts off not 1 but 2, maybe 3 saves and then it goes in. Are you blaming the keeper? Or are you blaming the fact that the keeper's had to touch the ball 3 times and no one on his team has managed to help him clear the ball? Yeah, it's definitely not the keeper. Little poke down, knocks it down. Again, the keeper, like the on the other side, when the cross comes in, he puts it into a really dangerous area, and the second one finishes it. Here he puts it into a dangerous area, but he saves the header, and it still goes down, and it still goes on. Keeper gets down, makes another save. And you go, oh, but But why didn't our keeper down the other end do it? Completely different set of circumstances. You've got players running onto the ball instead of players stood still, so the power and the momentum of the ball is less, and there's less movement around the box. You've got defenders, by the way, getting in the keeper's way. And this is the final one where he comes running in and he finally gets himself a goal. But would you be blaming the keeper or the defenders on the line or all the other things that have gone on? It's easy sometimes to blame the keeper, and I don't think any of the goals today are really to do with the goalkeeper. It's the poor defensive Manchester United leaking these goals, and there it's a case that Brentford just can't clear their lines. And I think is that Kelleher in goal for them. He just couldn't get his first punch set him all up. By the way, if his first punch was a little bit better, I don't think he would have put himself in these situations. But let's move it on to the last goal. Before we get there in true cash fashion, I completely forgot about the penalty. To me, it's a soft. It is a penalty. Like he does pull him back. Yeah, he gets there. He pulls him. It's goal scoring opportunity. Yeah, it is. It is a goal scoring opportunity. As much as you don't like to see penalties given and let people play football, that's a penalty. Rubbish penalty taking though. Easy for the keeper to save. It's in that little sweet spot which I talk about time and time again. It's not here. It's not here. It's in that little sweet spot where the keeper likes it. And it's absolutely perfect for him, and he does a good job saving the penalty. That's the one. A little pass, little flick, knocked over, but it's the same problem. It doesn't matter that the ball has gone 1, 2, flicked over 3, and over here. United just don't have any players defending. This 3 at the back system is just awful. It's not really, right? It's just the players have thrown the towel in and gone, well, we don't want to play this system. We don't really like this. And we're making it as difficult as possible for our manager. That's what's really going on. Because I think there was one game, was it against Fulham, first half? Man United looked brilliant. They looked like they were really good. Looked like they were going to tear someone apart. And ever since then, it's too much like hard work and they'd rather not bother. But I want to show you something that's absolutely appalling. And it's not just United, by the way. There's lots of teams in the Premier League that do this. So mate, he's run down. He's got the ball. Oh, brilliant. As a defender. All the defender's going to do is get in front of him. Right, and make it, make it a little bit difficult. If he wants to play that pass, the defender's going to go, okay, go ahead, because I've got a covering defender, but I'm going to make you make the pass. I'm going to get in front of you, slow the ball down, and try to get some teammates. No, I'm going to run past you. I'm going to think that you're passing the ball and forget this one little thing that's very important. It's called the football. The amount of defenders that cannot defend in the Premier League because they do not understand that there's a football involved in the game of football is amazing. And that's what's happening here. He's just backed off him. He's letting him go because he's more worried about the run behind him than the actual football. Right? And you don't see enough of this, by the way, where the guy on the ball goes, all right then, I'm just going to smash it into the net box. Like, look how far the defender is away from the ball now. Look how much space he's given him. He's just walked away. I'm just going to walk away and let you kick it in the net box. He goes, all right then. Smashes it into the net box. Keeper's diving. You can see that he's going for it. Should he have it? Don't know. I don't really have a good camera angle from behind to see if there's much ball movement. But ultimately, the defender should be standing in front of that guy in the first place. But we'll blame the keeper because it's easy. Because, that's the thing we do. Just blame goalkeepers. Yeah, the defender that's run all the way down the field with him and not bother to tackle him or do anything. He's got confused because someone's running behind him and didn't know that there's a football involved in the game. Yeah. He's fine. But other than that, I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.